everybody, it's Esme here, and I am with my son.
Hi.
I am with my son today, and
With what?
Okay, baby, let's go play. Go play.
No.
Today's story is about when I was pregnant with him. So there are a few things that that I probably shouldn't tell you, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. Just because it's what I experienced, and I want you guys to know how my parents reacted and how his dad's parents reacted to when we told them when I was pregnant.
The one?
So when I was about, I think my boyfriend and I found out when I was about 4 weeks. I think that's about the time that every woman finds out that they're pregnant. I was about 4 weeks when I found out that I was pregnant. The reason why is because there was this, I was at my boyfriend's house the day before, well, the whole weekend before. I was at his house. Like, I wasn't feeling well, and I was like, babe, like, my stomach hurts really bad, like, I'm just not feeling well. His brother even gave me, hold on, you guys. Okay, you guys, sorry about that. How I found out, yeah, so I was at my boyfriend's house the day before, and I wasn't feeling too good. Like, I told my boyfriend that my stomach was hurting, and his brother had even given me some this like Latino remedy for like if your stomach hurts, warm water with honey and lime juice. So he gave that to me, and he was like, here, drink this, maybe it'll make you feel better. And it didn't. And so I was just feeling bad. I laid down the whole day until, you know, the next day he took me home. So he took me home the next day, and that next day my mom and her boyfriend were off to a quinceañera, I believe, that my uncle had invited them to. And I was gonna go, but I didn't have anything to wear, and like I said, I wasn't feeling good, so I just stayed home. And I remember I was even watching The Mummy. Like, my mom had just bought The Mummy DVDs, so I watched like the whole like collection of the Mummy movies. And okay, sorry about that, you guys. Oh my goodness, being a YouTuber and having a kid is kind of tough. Anyway, so yeah, so I was not home like completely alone because like we had roommates and stuff, but I was like in my mom's room most of the time, most of the night, and she left her car. They took the other truck that they had, so they took the truck, and so I was at the house. Oh, no, sorry, let me rewind a little bit. Usually when my stomach is hurting, I feel that what is it called? That a salad will usually help me, usually help my stomach ache. Alright, you guys, so I'm just gonna hold the phone. Anyway, so yeah, so usually a salad will like help my stomach ache, usually. I got home, my mom and my stepdad were still there, before they had left to the party. And my mom had like this bag, like the bag of salad that they sell at Walmart. So I just poured myself a little bit in the bowl, and I put ranch in it, a little bit of ranch in it, and I took one bite, you guys. I grabbed a fork and took one bite out of that salad, and I literally, in like probably about 5 or 10 seconds, I ran to the bathroom and threw it all up. And I was like, wow, like that's really weird. My mom was like, are you okay? I was like, yeah, I've just, since yesterday, at Andy's house, I haven't really been feeling all that good, so I think I'm just gonna go lay down. I'm not gonna go to the party. You guys can go. I'm just gonna stay here. So she was just like, okay. Yeah, so after they left, that's when I was like spending most of my time in her room and whatever. And then like I was saying, she had left her car. So I went to Walmart. You guys, okay, so this pregnancy, it was planned, but at the same time it wasn't planned. Like, you know, like, okay, before I got pregnant, I was not taking any like, I wasn't on birth control. I wasn't taking any pills or any of that stuff. Like, I didn't use any protection but condoms. And my boyfriend and I, like, my boyfriend is kind of like the one who wanted a baby. Me, I was more on the side of waiting till I graduated high school and started my career kind of thing, you know? Like, I was that type of person. I wanted to get my career started and then, you know, have money and then build a family. But he just always was so, like, he didn't pressure me. But after we had that one talk about us having a baby, he kept bringing up wanting to have a baby. And so I was just like, you know, me in my mind as a woman thinking, I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna give him a baby, you know, just so that he can be happy. I was wanting to wait to have a baby, but I guess it wouldn't be such a bad thing to have a baby right now. So, you know, so like, I just told him we can stop using condoms or whatever, because I'm not any on birth control. So, you know, so we kind of like tried for a little bit, but like, we, you know, did it on a regular basis, and nothing happened. So I was like, I don't know, maybe, like, he even started doubting himself. Like, he was like, maybe something's wrong with me. I was like, no, baby, this stuff just takes time. You know, or, you know, maybe it could be me, like, maybe I can't have babies. Until this one time we were like at a hotel. We stayed at a hotel because we went to go visit my mom, but like I said, they had roommates and stuff, so we couldn't really stay there. Well, he couldn't really stay there, actually. I was still living with my mom, so we went to a hotel that was like right across the street from the house. And yeah, so that happened there again at the hotel, and I guess that's when the baby was conceived. And then so yeah, so back to where I was going, to the Walmart. I went to Walmart and I bought some pregnancy tests. You guys, I don't know how I managed to freaking have all that pay for those pregnancy tests, but I had a lot of pregnancy tests. Like, I took every kind of pregnancy test. I took one that was like digital, that said yes or no. I took the regular one that has the 1 line for no and the 2 lines for yes. I took the other one that has the minus sign for no and the plus sign for yes. I took all of those, you guys, and I took one of the digital ones, and I took 2 of the minus and plus sign, and then 2 of the other ones. So I took about 5. So about 5 pregnancy tests, and they all came out positive. I took them. I bought them at Walmart, and I took them there at Walmart. Like, I could not wait to get home. So I took them there at Walmart in the bathroom, and when the test came out positive, I kind of freaked. I was not expecting that, so I kind of freaked. And the very, very first person that came to my mind, the very first person that I told was Andy. He was the very, very first person that I told. Yeah. To me, you know, as a woman, to me, he sounded like, you know, like he was shocked and he was freaking out, and that it sounded like he didn't want the baby, you know, but I guess he was just in shock, you know. He was surprised. I caught him by surprise, and he was like, I was like, Andy, I have, you know, there's something I have to tell you. He was like, what? You know, what's up? I think he was at a party with his mom or something. Like, they were at a party, or they were just chilling or whatever. He was with his mom. And I told him, I was like, I just took some pregnancy tests and I'm pregnant. Like, they came up positive. And he was like, what? Like, you're joking, right? I'm like, no, I'm like being dead ass. And he was like, oh my god. Like, he's like, are you sure? Like, take another one. Like, you know, go buy another pregnancy test, take it again, and let me know. So I did. And that's when I took about 5 of them. And yeah, they all came out positive. I had all the pregnancy tests in my purse. Yeah, so it was true, you guys. I was pregnant, and we were just freaking out. Like, we were not expecting that. We were not, like, even though it was kind of planned, at the same time we were just not expecting it. The second person that I told was this girl who was also living with me and my mom and her boyfriend, my mom's boyfriend. I'm not gonna say her name because I don't know if she would even want me to, you know, mention her name in this, but she was the second person that I told. And I was like telling her that I was afraid to tell my mom and stuff like that because I didn't know how my mom was gonna react, or whatever. So yeah, so my mom was the third person that I told. She was not like all that mad, but she wasn't happy about it either. You know, she didn't want me to have made the same mistakes that, you know, she did. Like, I was 17 when I found out that I was pregnant, and when I had the baby I was 18, because my birthday's in November, and I had the baby in April. So yeah, he just turned 2. My baby is not a baby anymore. He's big. He just turned 2 last month. Anyway, yeah, so I told my mom, and she even told me, she was like, well, you know, I'm like disappointed. I was like, you know, I even showed her the pregnancy test, and she was like, wow, yeah, you are pregnant. She was like, wow, like, I can't believe this. Like, you know, you always told me that you weren't gonna get pregnant this early, like this young and whatever. And she wasn't all that mad, but, you know, she wasn't happy either. And so it came the time to have to tell my dad. You guys, my dad is another story. He is straight up Mexican, totally old school, and he was just not happy. My mom called him, and she told him, she was just like, hey, Esme has something to tell you. So yeah, so I called him up, probably about a few minutes after she did that. I don't know why she did that, but she did. And as soon as I called him, I was like, Dad, I have to tell you something. And he was like, yeah, you know, what's wrong? I was like, I'm pregnant. And he was like, oh my god, I knew it. Like, the day that you told me that you were sick when you were at Andy's house, that you said your stomach was hurting and this and that, like, I knew it. Why'd you do this? And he was just, you know, being a regular dad, like, complaining to me, why was I so stupid to get pregnant? Why did I do it? Like, I'm too young, blah, blah, blah. Like, he was yelling at me and, like, cursing at me. And he was the toughest one to tell. But you guys, this is where the story gets juicy, and what I was saying about, I don't know if I should tell you guys this or not, because I don't know how my boyfriend, like, I don't know if my boyfriend watched my videos or not. I mean, I don't like him watching my videos in front of me because I just don't like watching or hearing myself. If I do, I like to watch my videos by myself. I don't watch them with anybody else, and I don't like anybody else watching my videos in front of me because it's just weird. Anyway, so I don't know if he watches my videos or not, but this is about his mom. Now, you guys, I've told you guys this before. Andy was the first guy. No, baby, no hagas eso. Andy was the first guy I had ever been with. Even after we broke up, I didn't sleep with anybody else. I dated this guy for like 2 days, so I don't really call it dating, but basically I didn't even really date anybody while we were broken up, and I've never ever cheated on him. So, you know what? It kind of made me mad. He was pretty calm about it. Yeah. He was pretty calm about it because he was like, well, I know it's not true, so, you know, I'm just staying calm about it. But I was not calm about it, you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna pause the video right here because I gotta go delete some other videos off of here because I only have a certain time. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I apparently have 7 more minutes left on this. It was worse. I had, oh, never mind. Anyway, let me go ahead and tell you guys really quickly before, my time runs out, like, my recording videos. So, when my father-in-law doesn't really get involved in our business, because that's Andy's stepdad, and, he's kind of like my stepdad. He just doesn't get involved in our relationship or whatever. So I don't know what he thought about me being pregnant while I was pregnant. But Andy's mom made me mad because she was sitting there telling him that the baby probably isn't even his. What? Like, why would you even say that? Like, I know that maybe she was in shock. She didn't want to believe that her older son was about to have a kid and stuff like that. But that doesn't mean you have to go ahead and basically call me a whore. That's what she basically was saying, that I probably cheated on him. That's by saying those words to him, by saying, oh, that's probably not even your baby. She was basically saying that she was basically saying that I cheated on him, or, you know, that I got pregnant before we got back together. Like, and Andy was like, he was telling me over the phone, and he told me, I was like, why? Like, how are you not mad? Like, why would she even say that? He's like, I know, babe, I know, like, she wasn't right to say that, but I'm not mad because I know it's not true. I know that you've never cheated on me. I know that, you know, you weren't pregnant when we got back together and blah, blah, blah. Like, I know he's mine. I can feel it. I know he is. And, like, you don't have to worry about that. Don't have to worry about it, like, I do, because your mom is basically calling me a whore, and that made me pretty mad. And, like, when the baby was born, he looked just like his father. And, my mom, like, the very, very first time, I think that was the first time that my mom and my mother-in-law actually met, was at the hospital with when my kid was born. My mom made, like, a smart remark, basically saying, that the baby is Andy's and he can't deny him because he looked like him. And my mother-in-law didn't say anything. And, yeah, like, it just really made me upset. Like, when Andy and I first started dating, she didn't even really like me to begin with, because, like, when I first went to his house, I'll admit, the outfit that I was wearing wasn't really, like, a good first impression, you know, like, it wasn't a good impression. for me to have worn the outfit that I did. I wore like this corset type of looking shirt, but it was like it zipped up from the middle. Like I basically put it on like a jacket and I zip it up, and I wore some red pants. It was a a black corset looking thing shirt, and some red pants, some sneakers, and you know, my hair was down and whatever. And yeah, so like his little sister was there. Like she was obviously way younger when we first met. It's been like almost 4 years. So, and I kind of bent down, like squatted down to like play on her little kid table. And I had already had my butterfly tattoo like on my back, on my lower back, and his mom saw it, and I guess she didn't like that, and because of that, she didn't like me. Like, she didn't like the fact that I had tattoo. She thought that just because I had a tattoo that I was a bad girl or something like that, like I was a bad influence or whatever. And now supposedly, like, I think supposedly the baby is what brought her closer to me, because Andy's always telling me that she really does love me and stuff like that, that if she didn't like me or if she didn't love me, she wouldn't give me any advice, she wouldn't even talk to me, or she would tell me herself straight up. But anyway, yeah, you guys, so my phone is about to die. It's on 3%, and I only have 2 more minutes for this video. I will probably record a little bit more after I charge it up, or maybe tomorrow. That's basically it for my pregnancy video. I just wanted you guys to know like what my family's reaction was. The pregnancy was pretty good. I did drop out of school when I was about 6 or 7 months already, because my feet were super swollen. I could not get out of bed in the morning. I could not walk at all. My mom was just like, well, if you can't do it, baby girl, you can just stay home. You don't have to go to school. And the counselor like tried to tell my mom, she was like, oh, well, I like came to work up until I like had to go into labor. And my mom, like, she kind of told her off, you know. She was like, well, everybody's different. And my daughter doesn't have to go to school if she doesn't want to. She's already in high school, so basically she could drop out. If she's pregnant, she can't take it. I'm not gonna let my baby girl suffer because... Hey, okay, you guys, so my phone had died, but it did record the last bit of the video that I really was like meaning to tell you guys anyway. But yeah, oh, and during my pregnancy, well, actually, I don't even have to tell you guys. I told you guys before, but actually, I'm just gonna tell you guys anyway. While I was pregnant, I would crave like a lot of junk food, like with my baby. I would eat like a whole bunch of McDonald's, candy, drink a lot of soda, eat chocolate. Like, he just made me crave so many unhealthy stuff, like so many unhealthy foods, that I gained 100 pounds. 100 pounds with my pregnancy. So, it's been 2 years already, and my lazy butt is still trying to lose those 100 pounds that I gained with him, to get back to the weight that I was before I, you know, had him, before I was pregnant. So yeah, so it was kind of crazy that, like, my mother-in-law's, like, compared to my dad's yelling and screaming at me and cursing at me, I think my mother-in-law's few words hurt me the most, and I will never forget that. I will never forget that she basically called me a whore by saying that the baby probably wasn't even Andy's. Like, that really hurt me. But anyway, you guys, that is the story time for today. I already uploaded a video today. When today's Monday. Usually my upload days are Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I'm gonna probably be uploading this video tomorrow for you guys. And tomorrow I will be babysitting. Like I told you guys before, I don't babysit on Mondays because Josiah's mom is off on Mondays, so I don't babysit him. So basically Mondays is my day off too, from babysitting. And yeah, so I will see you guys, well, you guys will see me tomorrow, and I will probably record a video tomorrow or Wednesday for Thursday. Yeah, so hopefully I'll have another interesting story time for you guys, or it'll probably just be a vlog. Well, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. You guys know that I love you so much. Even though I only have 20 subscribers and I only get a few views, but hey, I'm just starting out. My videos will probably be, they'll get more interesting. My videos, the one that's like has like a whole bunch of views, which I haven't even really seen if it has like even more views now. The last time I checked which was like 2 months ago, 2 or 3 months ago, was my peed my pants video. That had about 400, almost 500 views on it. So that is my most famous video. So if you guys haven't seen that, please go check that out. I will probably leave the links to that video in the description box below. And yeah, I will see you guys back on Thursday. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Bye.